write the lyrics to change the game. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. It's the verse effect. 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 I write the lyrics to change the game. Nothing's ever gonna be the same.
Welcome to another episode of The Verse Effect, the podcast that dissects and analyzes specific lyrics from groundbreaking hip-hop and rap songs. My name is Camille.
With me, as usual, I'm Roderick.
This episode, our song is Hey Ladies by the Beastie Boys. It is unexpectedly unique.
All right, Camille, let's just jump right in. I gotta say, the line that always gets me is, I've got more hits than Sadaharu O. I mean, who else in hip-hop was dropping references to a Japanese baseball legend in 1989?
Exactly. And it's not just a flex, right? Sadaharu O had, 868 home runs? That's wild. The Beastie Boys are basically saying, we're not just prolific, we're on a whole other level. But it's also this crate digger mentality. They're pulling from everywhere, not just American pop culture.
Yeah, it's like they're showing off their range. It's not just about being clever, it's about being global, being a little nerdy, honestly. I mean, most folks in the States probably had to look up who Sadaharu O even was. I know I did, back in the day. My dad had to break it down for me in the record store. He was like, that's a deep cut, son.
And it fits with how they approached sampling, too. They weren't just pulling from the obvious stuff. It's like, if you know, you know. And if you don't, you're going to want to find out. That's part of the fun with the Beasties. They invite you to dig deeper.
And then you get lines like, we was cutting up the rug, she started cutting up the carpet. In my apartment, I begged her, please stop it. That's just, it's so ridiculous. They take a dance metaphor and just run it off a cliff.
It's pure absurdity. Cutting the rug is already kind of an old school phrase, but then they push it to the point where someone's literally destroying the carpet. It's slapstick, it's surreal, and it's so Beastie Boys. They create this world where everything's just a little bit off kilter, and you never know what's coming next.
Yeah, it's like you're at a party and suddenly it's chaos. I love how they exaggerate the mundane until it's just totally bonkers. It's almost cartoonish, but it works because they're in on the joke. They're not trying to be cool, they're trying to make you laugh, or at least make you go, wait, what?
And it's that willingness to be silly, to not take themselves too seriously, that makes the song so much fun. It's a kind of humor that's rare in hip-hop, especially at that time.
Now this next one, I'll bring you back to the place in your dress I'm peeling. That's where the faux masculine swagger comes in. It's like they're playing at being these smooth operators, but it's so over the top it's almost parody.
Right, it's not really about seduction, it's about poking fun at the whole idea. It's teenage locker room bravado, but they're winking at you the whole time. They know it's ridiculous, and they want you to know they know. It's exaggerated on purpose.
Yeah, it's like, look how cool we are. Except not really. They're leaning into the stereotype just to show how silly it is. I remember being a teenager and thinking lines like that were smooth, but the Beasties are just clowning on that whole vibe.
And that's what makes it work. They're not trying to be role models here. They're just having fun with the persona, and it's all tongue-in-cheek.
Okay, so I dropped my drawers and it was Welcome Back, Kotter. That's visual comedy right there. And the reference is so specific. Like, who's thinking about 70s sitcoms in the middle of a rap song?
It's hilarious, and it's not even sexy, it's just awkward. They're not trying to impress anyone, they're kind of embarrassing themselves on purpose. It's part homage, part parody. They're making fun of themselves as much as anything else.
Yeah, and it's that layer of irony that really defines Paul's Boutique. They're not afraid to look goofy, and that's what makes the whole thing so endearing. Plus, the nostalgia factor. If you grew up watching Welcome Back, Kotter, you can't help but laugh.
And it's another example of how they use pop culture as both a punchline and a way to connect with listeners. It's like we're all in on this weird joke together.
Then there's, I'm telling her every lie that you know that I never did. That's just straight up admitting the game, right? They're saying, yeah, we're making stuff up to impress you and we know you know.
It's almost meta. They're exposing the whole act, the bravado, the stories, the exaggeration. It's all fiction, and they're not even trying to hide it. There's something kind of honest about that, even if it's wrapped in a joke.
Yeah, it's like the whole persona is built on these tall tales, but they're letting you in on the secret. It's not about being real, it's about being entertaining. And honestly, that's what makes the song so much fun to revisit.
And it's a reminder that hip-hop doesn't always have to be about authenticity in the traditional sense. Sometimes it's about performance, about playing with the audience's expectations.
So when you put it all together, Hey Ladies isn't just a party track. It's this wild, postmodern collage, funk samples, ridiculous rhymes, and a whole lot of attitude. The Dust Brothers' production is just stacked, layer on layer, and the Beasties are bouncing all over the place, lyrically and sonically.
Absolutely. The lyrics jump from absurdity to satire to straight-up parody, and the production matches that chaos. It's like every time you listen, you catch something new, a sample, a reference, a joke you missed before. And that approach really paved the way for experimental hip-hop. You see echoes of it in Outkast, in MF Doom, in anyone who's willing to blur genres and break the rules.
Yeah, Hey Ladies showed you could be irreverent and inventive at the same time. You didn't have to pick one lane, and that's why it still feels fresh even decades later. I mean, I still throw it on at parties and people go wild.
It's a classic for a reason. And it's a reminder that sometimes the most influential songs are the ones that don't take themselves too seriously. They just have fun and invite everyone else to do the same.
All right, Camille, I think that's a wrap for today. Next time, we'll dig into another track that changed the game. Thanks for hanging out with me, as always.
Always a pleasure, Roderick. And thanks to everyone listening. Keep those records spinning, and we'll catch you on the next episode of The Verse Effect.
Peace, y'all.
Take care, everyone.
It's the verse effect. It's the verse effect. I write the lyrics that change the game. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. I write the lyrics that change the game. Nothing's ever gonna be the same. Nothing's ever gonna be the same.